Welcome to Suman IT TV, India's first and only exclusive IT channel truly dedicated to students, employees, and software professionals, where you can learn, unlearn new things, upgrade your skill set, educate, and empower yourself in IT enabled services. హలో ఎవ్రీవన్, వెల్కమ్ టు సుమన్ ఐటీటీవీ టెడ్ టాక్స్. ఈరోజు మనం రష్మి గుర్నానితో ఉన్నాం. తను ఏకేటీ హెల్త్ నుంచి వచ్చారు అండ్ షీఈ్ అ సిఇఓ ఆల్సో. ఈ రోజు మనం బ్లాక్ చైన్ గురించి హెల్త్ కేర్ లో ఎలా యూజ్ చేసుకుంటున్నారు దీని గురించి మాట్లాడుకుంటాం. హే హాయ్ రష్మి, హౌ ఆర్ యూ?
Hi, thank you so much, Simi. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So first of all, I want to know about your journey, how you come as an entrepreneur to this AKT Health. Before that, what are you?
So, I basically have 14 years of industry experience. I basically come from a life sciences background and through the years moved into healthcare IT. So, I graduated as a clinical research student and I worked initially with a startup for a period of about 6 years. And before that, I was working at a hospital as a clinical research coordinator where I used to work with patients. And then I moved into the corporate side. In the corporate side, I realized the value of IT. I understood that life sciences cannot be alone, healthcare cannot be alone. It can be even better when it is incorporated with IT. So that's where I learned how healthcare and IT go hand in hand. And once I started enjoying it, I was looking for something more interesting. And that's when opportunity with AKT Health came. AKT Health itself started about 8 years ago in the blockchain space.
Okay.
So when I saw that there is something new that I'll be learning, blockchain was very new then. I've moved into AKT Health. I was one of their first employees, a big risk that we took. I took. But when I got in as the head of the department, but gradually, slowly working with people, eventually got promoted.
So it's been how many years journey with AKT?
With AKT, it's been about 8 years.
Okay.
And I have been their CEO from the past 2 years now.
Oh, cool.
So slowly, steadily learning, building relationships. Here I am, CEO of AKT Health.
Cool, good to know. So you're saying both the life sciences and the technology go in hand, right? So initially, did you find any difficulty to understand the technology between the sciences and this one?
Absolutely. So because I come from a pure life sciences background, we are taught in college biochemistry, chemistry, microbiology, zoology, all of this, where there is absolutely nothing to do with IT. And so when I came into healthcare IT, eventually, it was so difficult to understand what is Java, what is C++, what is Python, you know. Even being able to use a laptop properly was like a huge task for me. So it took a lot of effort. You have to be very curious. You have to go to the developers, ask questions, and it takes time to learn. It did take me about 2 to 3 years to understand what's technology, what are servers. We didn't know what are servers also. So to be able to understand everything and then be able to build a product using the understanding of this technology was a task, but yeah, it is achievable.
Yeah, true. Now you are, as a CEO, you are running a company. Good. So what all about AKT Health? Is it only service provider for the technology to the hospitals or the patients? What it is all about?
So like I said, AKT Health, we started off 8 years ago. And my founder, Mr. Aditya Kumar Pragada, founded it. And he lives in Japan currently. And we started off as a small office in Japan. Then we started the India office, and now we also have an office in the US. So slowly and steadily the company grew. So we started off with the aim of creating software for the healthcare industry.
Okay.
So when we say healthcare industry, we are not limited to just hospitals. When we say healthcare industry, even a person like you or me who's taking care of our health and who want our health data to be recorded also come into the purview. So it'll include pharma companies, it'll include research studies, universities that do research, hospitals, general patients, and general people as well. So
Okay.
the entire idea was to create a software which can be used by multiple groups of people, which gives out some meaning to people who are using it, some use to the hospitals who are using it, which adds a lot of value to research as well. And this research can again add value to pharmaceutical companies who are making drugs.
Okay.
So with that thought, we came into this industry. And where blockchain came into the picture is we collect a lot of people data, patient data, and hospital data from pharmaceutical companies. And data is of the utmost value in today's world. So data from any industry, let's not limit it to healthcare. Even like your mobile phone number to somebody is very, very important, where you
True.
get these marketing calls and all. So data is of so much importance. We realized that since this data is very, very important, and there's a lot of patient data also that is taken in. Patient data is like if I am suffering from some disease. As per government regulations, we have something called FDA. We have a DCGI in India. As per government regulations, you cannot disclose patient data outside.
Okay.
But a lot of time what happens, this data gets compromised, meaning it does go out. We read a lot about data leakage, right?
True.
Some bank data
Yeah.
or people's data. So what happens is, since we are working in this very sensitive industry, we decided to get blockchain into the picture. So in blockchain, what happens is all this data is stored in blocks. Okay, so blockchain is basically where all the patient data is stored in separate blocks in different places. So basically, if somebody wants to take this data and make sense of it, they will not be able to read it. First of all, the access to this data is very difficult. Okay, by chance, if they get access to it, they will not be able to get it together to make sense of that data. It will not be meaningful data.
So simply not accessible to all the people by using the blockchain.
Yeah, it will not be accessible and it will not be understandable. So our data is very safe in that case. So say for your example, your bank records, any records that are there, even on our emails also, we have a lot of personal emails, a lot of personal information. If all of this is going into blockchain, you can imagine the kind of security you have, the kind of safety you feel. That is the reason why Apple devices are so famous, right? Because they make sure that your data is safe. They have very high security features. So that was what we were trying to achieve through blockchain, and that is why we incorporated it in our product.
Okay, so you're saying blockchain is very safe in all the industries, as you are saying.
Yeah.
But once you observe the students or the employees, whoever is coming, are they capable to do this blockchain because it's a new software? How did you find your employees? Are they capable to do all these things in your company?
So having blockchain experts basically is a huge challenge right now. So blockchain and something known as Web3, AI, ML, all these are fairly new technologies. And for some reason, it hasn't picked up enough pace in India yet. Even though like our organization started off 7-8 years ago, we still find it very difficult to find employees who are expert in blockchain. So in-house, we have blockchain experts already. We have like a senior team. So these seniors have been with my organization as long as I have been. And what we do is, because there is so much of a dearth of blockchain training in the industry, AI, ML training also, there's a lot of dearth. They're not available easily, the resources. So we have to take people who have at least baseline experience and try to train them for a few months, wherein they can gain some experience. So this is about the employees. Coming to students, very recently I was in I was at JNTU. We were having this panel discussion on AI and ML for students, and a lot of students had this they had a lot of questions around AI and ML, because basically they are not taught
True.
blockchain or AI or ML in the universities. The reason being that the university curriculum itself
The same
doesn't have
curriculum
it.
from ages, right?
Yeah, we have the same curriculum going on since ages, and introducing anything new in a university, it takes a lot of approvals and it takes time. It's very understandable, not the fault of the universities as well. So if these students graduate, they come out of the university, and now we see AI and ML is the thing. You have it on your resume, you will land a job instantly. I mean, your couple of rounds of interview is sufficient to get you a fantastic job. But because these students do not have that experience or capability on their resume, poor things, they have to graduate or they have to go out and learn it from outside third party
Separately, they need
universities or not even universities, these training centers. So unfortunately, that's the situation right now where students do not have experience in AI, ML, blockchain, or even the basic understanding. Because even the universities, what will they be able to do? At the most, do a theoretical explanation of these things, which is not sufficient. Blockchain, AI, ML require a lot of language learning and a lot of coding practice as well. So now I'm seeing slowly that universities are collaborating with bigger institutes such as Triple IT to have AI and ML as a diploma course along with their graduation. Although it won't be recognized by university, but you do get like a training certificate that this candidate is trained, and they try to give practical exposure to it as well. So it is recommended for students to try and find courses during their graduation where they can learn these languages. It will be very helpful.
So this suggestion for the students is really good. But what about the existing employees who are working in IT? They might be didn't turn up as an training in the chat GPT or the blockchain or AI, anything. So people, they have the thinking process of they might lose their jobs in their company. So what is your suggestions for those people?
So that is also very true, because people who would have joined organizations 4-5 years ago or 8-10 years ago, when AI and ML was not in the picture at all, and they came with whatever experience they had, but now they need to upgrade to learning the blockchain, AI, ML. So these people need to see, it's a continuous process. Learning is a continuous process. It doesn't matter. I cannot tell today that I have 14 years of experience, but I don't know AI/ML. You should take me for a job. It's impractical, especially in the technology industry. There are so many changes every single day. Even us as people, when did ChatGPT get popular? Hardly like a year.
Yes.
Not even. But we learned it and we saw that it is so useful. But if you say, no, I will not learn ChatGPT, what's going to happen to your job? Graduates are going to grab your job, which you've been, working in for the last 10-15 years, right? So even if you are an experienced employee, you need to upgrade with technology. You can't be that, okay, banking system, I'll only go to the bank, I will not use online banking, I will not use mobile application. Your life is going to be like, the people are actually going to laugh at you, right? If you're not going to adapt to technology. So employees should try to keep upgrading themselves, either through internal sources. If it's a big company, I'm sure a lot of big companies actually give opportunities to employees to upgrade themselves in the tech field, or at least find resources outside. These days you have a lot of online courses. You have Coursera, Udemy and all, which have excellent courses even for experienced people, especially tailored for them. So it is a very high recommendation that keep learning. Only if you keep learning will your
they have
job
to upgrade to secure their.
Otherwise, people with as low as 2 to 3 years of experience,
they'll grab the
opportunities. Grab the opportunity.
True.
That's
and one more thing, see, you are saying it's a new technology. Everything is a new technology right now, and you are providing service to the other people as well as the healthcare industries also, and the people are also very less. How you are doing marketing through your company?
Basically, we have We have an excellent marketing team in-house. So we are taking our product, our software. Like I said, since blockchain is still fairly new in India, we understand that its adaptation, our product's adaptation is going to take time over here. So let me explain you about the product, and then I can tell you how we are taking it to the other countries. The product that we have developed is basically a mobile application which can be used in hospitals, it can be used by patients, and it can be used by the pharma industry in research as well. The mobile application, what it does is it takes data from patients, and it will be able to give you the analytics of the data. Whether this particular person's health is going normal, or if there are any ups and downs in their health, it can notify the doctor. Then doctor can come back to the patient saying that your blood pressure is up and down, or your heart rate is going up and down. So it's that kind of a system, and we use something called as Internet of Things. So we are actually using IoT devices. So IoT devices are basically smart devices which are wearables. Like a smartwatch. We all wear a smartwatch, right? So what we have done is like smartwatch or a BP machine or a diabetes machine, wherein the machine can capture the data. So all these devices in real time, like immediately they'll send all the data to the servers. So when it goes to the servers, it goes to the doctors. It also comes to the patient themselves. So the patient can monitor their own health. The doctor is also able to monitor patient's health. So the USP for us is that it is on blockchain. So we are ensuring security of the data. We work with IoT, so we are working with multiple devices. Wherein so medical devices are created by different companies. Like smartwatch, there are like so many companies creating smartwatch. So we are trying to see that our application, it'll be able to work with smartwatches of different organizations, diabetes machines of different organizations, so that there's no restriction anywhere. So when all this data is coming to hospital, it is coming to pharmaceutical companies, this data can be used by that pharma company to see, in this region, this is the issue patients are facing, so this is the drug that we should focus on. And if it's a patient like us, we see, my health is like this, so this is what I should be doing for my health, or the doctor will recommend what to do for the health. So this is like very in brief, but it is actually very complicated because you're using blockchain, you're using AI, you're using IoT. So all these are terminologies which are a little more complex, which people should actually know about. So like I said, because blockchain is still a little slow in adaptation in our country, although it should be adapted very quickly because it ensures data safety. We are marketing our product in different countries. We're marketing it in Japan. Recently, we did like a soft launch in Dubai. We were in events in Dubai. We're doing it in the US. And also actually in India, from the month of June, we are organizing, like my organization itself is organizing a series of events like conference where we will be explaining about our product. We will be discussing a lot about blockchain. We try to get industry experts from blockchain so that they explain people what is blockchain, why is it useful. So that is the way we are trying to spread the word.
So as you are saying, is it expensive first of all than the other technologies?
The blockchain technology itself, yes, a bit. It is a bit expensive to implement initially, but in the long run, it is going to actually save a lot of money, because what blockchain, AI, and ML all put together, what they do is, first of all, when data is safe, when you're not losing data, you're actually saving a lot of money. So even though you're spending money in implementing blockchain, you're saving a lot of money by saving your data and not allowing it to go out. So that way you are saving money. When you come to AI and ML, that is artificial intelligence and machine learning, when these are included in your product or your software, these actually reduce effort,
time.
They reduce the time of your work. So it all translates eventually into saving time, and then we know time is money. So Implementation is expensive. Implementation also requires you to have a specific team. So starting off is difficult, but once you implement it, then it is cakewalk, and you do eventually, end up saving a lot of costs.
Till now, your company is in 4 countries, right?
So we are in India, Japan, and US.
3.
Yeah, 3
So,
right now.
in your observation, which country is using this technology more?
So based on my experience from what I've seen in Japan, India, and US, US is more accepting of blockchain, because in blockchain we use a lot of crypto, and the crypto market there is more favorable when compared to India. And India also now crypto market is very favorable, but blockchain is still not picked up. So crypto is basically cryptocurrency. A lot of people now are understanding what crypto is in the industry. So in the US, it is a lot more popular. In India also, it gained a lot of popularity, but recently, because it does not have much of a regulation, again, people have kind of become more safe on it. They don't want to risk it, but we hope to change it. We hope to build a bigger audience and more acceptance here in India.
Yeah. So in Hyderabad, in India, actually, through your company, how many companies collaborated for this blockchain technology?
So we have exclusively developed our own products on blockchain. We have hired our own experts. We've trained our own people. So like I told initially, all the seniors in our team are still with the organization, and we keep training people and build our own products. So currently we've not really partnered with anyone. We did not have the need. We have the expertise in-house. So we've been able to do it by ourselves until now.
Any particular suggestion you want to give to the graduates who are just coming out of the college to learn any technology, not only the blockchain, hence it is a new one. Any other technologies you are suggesting for the students?
So other technologies that students should definitely look up to is artificial intelligence and machine learning, other than blockchain, because blockchain itself is a huge space. AI and ML are again huge, so they needn't to be learned together. They can still learn it separately. Because I have seen in recent times, so I was at a conference in US a month ago. It was a healthcare conference. So in these conferences, people are also again selling their software for the pharma industry or hospital industry. But everywhere we went, every software that we saw, it had artificial intelligence and machine learning enablement. So for students, I think it's a great time to be in AI and ML. They should definitely learn, take up courses outside of the university is not providing, to at least start off with the basics, so that companies feel that investing on that person. So whenever we are hiring someone as a CEO of a company, whenever I'm hiring someone, I'm actually investing in that person, right? So they will find it worth investing in that individual. So it's a good space to be in. It is not limited to, although we are talking about healthcare in today's episode, it is not limited to healthcare. You go to banking industry, you go to finance industry, healthcare is there, gaming industry. So my company, we've also built a lot of games. We have our own crypto exchange. So all of these use AI and ML. So it's not limited to any industry. Just like IT is widespread, it is a need for every industry. Similarly, blockchain, AI, ML is the need for every industry, for every tech student.
Just they have to update after the
They
graduation.
have to just keep updating themselves.
As a CEO, what is that you are looking at to hire the person?
So whenever we are hiring a technology person, the first thing that we look in their resume is what languages that they're trained in, because eventually, ultimately, that person needs to be an expert in developing the solutions that we are looking at. So we see what they have learned outside of the university, because by now we know what universities teach students. So what additional that student has made an effort to learn, because then we know that if he's made an effort to learn something extra, he will make an effort to learn what we also want to teach. So this I'm talking about fresh graduates, fresh people who we look to hire. So anything extra that they have done, anything extra that they're capable of doing, that they're you know yearning to learn, that they want to learn, they want to move forward, and they want to move forward with us. And teamwork, definitely.
Yeah, any experience with the students who ever came for the interview to the job? Did you observe that, and what they need to, change themselves within themselves?
Yeah, so I've seen, I actually also gave a talk at one of the training institutes wherein
Okay.
we wanted to tell the students how to be at an interview. So a lot of times what happens is, because we are a startup and we know there are so many startups in Telangana, Hyderabad. There's so many startups in Bangalore. These are the two places where people really apply for jobs, and there's so many startups. So students come with an impression that when you're going and interviewing for a startup, it is a very casual job. Going casually is fine. Wear a pair of jeans and t-shirt, and don't shave is okay. It is not okay. What we look at first is how the person appears. If you are coming well dressed, first impression that I see your face, and how you are dressed up. You needn't wear expensive clothes, but you just have to be presentable. Do not come to interview with chappals and sandals, please. That is very putting off for me personally. I believe that if you are dressed for a job, you can get the job. So that's what I had told them, that dress well, try to dress as formally as possible. Boys, where possible, please have a clean beard. Not that they cannot have a beard, please just have a clean beard. Because once we see you, we understand how serious you are about the interview. If you're going to come and dressed casuals, we are going to assume that you are very casual, even though you might be serious about the job. So that's what is the first thing. If you appear well, and if you're dressed well for the job, half your work is done. Then we get into the technicalities of the interview.
More important.
Yeah.
So hence we are talking about the technology and the chat GPT, AI, all these things. So many people have a lot of doubts on that. It is going to affect their jobs. Hence we spoke about that one also. Is it true?
So this is a question I've actually answered a few times, and I've heard responses also of a lot of senior people.
Okay.
So there was a conference I was in, and one senior person was already senior, okay, quite senior guy.
Okay.
Probably almost at retirement. And somebody asked him this question. He was a speaker at this very big conference that happened in Hyderabad, like a very huge healthcare conference. Because nowadays what's happened is, even in our life sciences industry, you need to know AI to do the job. So somebody asked him, like, sir, will AI take away our jobs? So it was a conference in which industry people who having 15-20 years experience are asking a question to a man who's almost going to retire. And he said, yeah, it's going to take away your job. I'm going to retire anyways. So he was just joking.
Funny,
but see, what's going to happen is the number of jobs might come down. In all the industries, your number of openings are going to come down. Not very soon, but just a foresight that's going to happen. While saying that, it's going to make a lot of our jobs very, very easy. Only if we are agreeing to learn and live with AI and work with AI. If you're not able to learn AI, and if you're not able to work with AI, it is very difficult for us to sustain in the industry.
So it's simple as you are saying, just upgrade the skills.
You have to upgrade the skills. If you are upgrading your skills, and if you are growing with the industry, your jobs are intact. If you're not able to do that, you may have to retire early.
And being a CEO, and you've been in this industry and in the company past 8 years, what's your vision?
So currently, our vision is to create the solution that will be acceptable by people, patients, hospitals, and pharmaceutical industry. wherein we are trying to use novel technology. For us, it is still new: blockchain, AI, ML. Try to use cryptocurrency in our systems. Try to have smart devices work with our systems seamlessly, so that the product goes global. So eventually, we want to make our product such that it can be used globally, throughout the world. And for that, we're making efforts to go around, market, like we were discussing. We market our product in different countries, and we hope to become, hopefully, one huge organization with like thousands of employees someday.
In how many years of your vision it's going to happen?
So yeah, going global, we hope to do it in the next 2 to 3 years,
Okay.
wherein we want to actually launch our own IPO in the market. That's the plan for the next 2 to 3 years. And we're looking for investments. We're looking for investors. So currently we're a bootstrap company. Whatever money we make is what we are handling our expenses with. But eventually we plan to get in investors who will able to make our company bigger. That's the plan for the next 5 years, and hopefully in the next 10 years we'll be big enough to have at least 1,000 employees. That's the vision.
So what's the future of the company?
Yeah, moving forward, so this product that I told you is a single product. We hope to create many such products, not limited to the healthcare industry. We want to move to the other sectors as well, wherein we are able to use blockchain, AI, ML, IoT, Web3, this a new concept called Web3, use all of this in the other industries and come up with more products and more solutions of our own, where we will be able to cater to multiple industries and not limit ourselves to life sciences.
Thank you so much, and thanks a lot for sharing your experience and knowledge with us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
ఈ రోజు మనం హెల్త్ కేర్లో బ్లాక్ చైన్ ఎలా యూజ్ చేస్తామో తెలుసుకున్నాం మనం రష్మి గున్నానితో. సుమన్ ITTV టెడ్ టాక్స్తో టెక్నాలజీ గురించి మరింత అప్డేట్స్తో మీ ముందుకు వస్తూ ఉంటాం. సీ యూ.